It's been commonly thought that when you take a golf lesson or a series of lessons, that you'll definitely get worse before you get better. Your swing and your mechanics will have to get torn apart, and you'll need to completely relearn how to play golf before you get better. Like if you wanted to improve your house, you'd have to tear the whole thing down and rebuild it from scratch. But is it true? Is it true that you have to get worse before you get better? I do believe this theory is what holds many people back from taking lessons. They don't want to get worse. My short answer is it depends. It depends on what the issue is, who the player is and how they respond, who the coach is, and what the long-term goal is. I have plenty of players who get better almost immediately and see huge improvements within minutes. And let's face it, some changes are easier than others and more simple to understand. Also, some coaches may explain the change better than others, and that may be a huge help towards the player being able to understand what is asked of them and in turn put it into their swing. Also, some people are just more open to change. Furthermore, sometimes what needs to change to help you play better may be more simple than you thought and easier to implement. I had a guy who was starting with a club face that was nearly 30 degrees closed at address and wondering why he was hitting it left. As you can imagine, it was a fairly easy change for me to show him how to start the club face square, and all of a sudden, he was hitting it better. While this was an example of an incredibly easy change, I rarely go anywhere near a full rebuild of someone's movement. With so many styles that have worked, I'm always looking for the simplest, least invasive change possible to help you hit it better and ultimately reach your goals. If you do need to make a swing adjustment that I feel may be more complicated and take more time, I'll recommend saving it for the off season when you're not playing as much golf and have more time to work on it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll be posting more content about how to take a golf lesson, so hit the notification bell to be notified about new videos. If you're thinking about taking lessons, I certainly wouldn't let this idea of getting worse before you get better hold you back. Remember, anything new will feel strange, but often if you repeat it enough, it can begin to feel normal within days or weeks. I will say, if during your session you don't see any positive change to your ball flight or what you're working on, it may not be the correct change. While changes take time, there should be at least some positive improvements on some of the shots to let you and the instructor know you're on to the correct change.